It's critical for us that we qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations. It is critical for us that we qualify for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil.
Brazil is the new soccer dream, and journalists packed the room for a name they all knew. Pitso Mosimane is the new Bafana coach. Carlos Pereira's right-hand man is now dead center. So why does he think he's the man for the job?
Of course, I did not receive this promotion because of uncertainty, but because of extensive knowledge and understanding of the local and international football. I think I have enough knowledge and I've been around to understand what has been happening here.
Pitso played for South African teams like Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns and Jomo Cosmos. He's also had stints in Greece and Belgium towards the end of his career. Pitso scored on his Bafana debut and is now the first to play for and coach Bafana. He is also aware that there are high expectations.
I've come to add value and creativity. In doing so, it is my vision to take Bafana to a higher level on the journey to the FIFA World Cup 2014 in Brazil.
But what about this? The World Cup in Brazil is 4 years away and no South African coach has lasted that long. South Africa averages a coach a year, but Pitso is not perturbed.
The way the contract is, it's for 4 years. Of course, there is performance clauses, and I think I have the challenge. I'm not scared to go on the challenges because I shouldn't be sitting here if I'm scared of it.
Scary is what Germany was during the World Cup. They assembled a young, impressive team that took the world by storm, and South Africa should take note.
One lesson we learned out of this World Cup: the future is within the youth. And he knows very clearly, for us to reach Brazil 2014, and of course, going further than that, we will need to focus on the youth.
That means Pitso will have to work well with a man who was also in the running for the same job, Ephraim Shakes Mashaba.
The interrelationship between the teams, it's an obvious thing. That's how it should work, because the junior teams become the feeder to the senior national team. So it is very important that our programs need to be coordinated. It should be the other hand knowing what the other hand is doing.
Knowledge of what the other hand is doing is rare in South African football. There was hardly a South African player under 25 during the World Cup. But continuity is what South African football is looking for.
Imagine with the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers starting now, if we have to appoint a completely new coach, that will mean starting from scratch. And all the good work that has been done up to the World Cup, wasted.
And commentators agree with the Football Association about Pitso.
Pitso, he was the logical choice. I don't think there was any alternative choice. We must now have confidence in him and hope that he delivers the goods.
Musimane's career started in Soweto in a coaching academy. He was quickly recruited by SuperSports United FC. His 7 years at the club proved a success with 5 cup finals in 6 years. It hasn't always been rosy though. He was an assistant to both Carlos Santana and Carlos Parreira, and at times criticized for being too passive on the bench. But Pitso was thankful to the outgoing coach, Carlos Parreira, for his generosity.
He shared with me all the knowledge he has gathered over many years of his coaching career unconditionally. And I thank him for that, and I also like to thank the technical team that I've worked with that has assisted me to give me an opportunity to be where I am.
Mosimane has his work cut out. In less than a month, he will face the mighty Black Stars of Ghana in an international friendly. And the quarterfinalists are no pushovers. Let's hope Pitso is not one either.